Welcome to Willow Wind's Home and Garden. Today I wanted to show you guys the status of the air layerings I set up on this purple possum passion fruit vine that I have growing right here. And as you can see, it suckered out in these different directions, and there were two that started this way first. And I set up these air layerings, and you can see all of these awesome roots. So we're going to cut this off and get a look and see how it developed, because one of these I collared, and I can't remember if it was this one. I'm gonna have to check the video. And one of them I left alone and didn't end up collaring, and this one I believe has some roots too, just maybe not as many. So, and the tin foil is just to keep the plastic from heating up and cooking the soil inside and it drying out too fast. Okay, so get that out of the way. There's all those roots. Nice. Air layering, as you can see, is one of the easiest ways to propagate your plants, and it couldn't be more easy. And the reason why it's called air layering is because you're layering the plant in the air. Now, if it was on the ground and you laid the branch of the plant down to the ground level, that's why it's called ground layering, where you're propagating them, and many plants propagate themselves that way as well. There we go, now we can see them. So, very cool, very cool. And it looks like I scraped this one with the edge of the knife just to kind of disrupt the skin of the cambium layer of the vine itself right here, and that probably is what encouraged all these roots. So I believe because we don't see a lot of roots in this one, I'm going to leave it, and the reason for that is because I only collared this one. This one I was a little bit leery about even cutting and collaring very deeply, and so I would recommend that if you go to air layer your own, to make sure you do scrape the stem and just make sure to encourage root development and not just assume that because it has contact with soil that it will root. Now, as you can see, since we set it up, it has grown a lot. Now that's almost 6 feet long, maybe more, and so we're going to be giving it a little bit of a haircut because now the plant isn't supporting all this growth, and we have to have just these roots support some of this growth and not overly stress the amount of growth that it can support. So I think I'll come in right about here. There. And now we can pot this up. And I might try to root this in that spinach container like I showed you guys in a different short, where all I did was just kept the soil in there fairly moist, and you just want sterile material in a spinach container, and you just kind of leave them alone and let them do their thing and see if they root or not, and they've been fairly successful rooting in there. Now let's get this in a pot, and I trimmed off the bottom so that it will fit better into the container right here. And passion fruit vine roots are a little bit fragile, and so I'm just trying to be careful. There. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, there we go. And now I'm going to be babying this a little bit, keeping it out of direct sunlight, but pretty quickly I can transition it to full sun and get it going and up potted, and now I have a whole new plant just exactly the same as the original. And let me know if you've ever air layered passion fruit before, or if you plan to now. So I hope that helps, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.